Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to Fritzy, Faves, Fails, and Muzz. And we got 2 months worth of stuff to go through here. So hopefully we're going to go right through this and I'm not going to be yakety yakking. I hope if you live in the USA, you had a great and uneventful 4th of July. And when I say that, I mean no injuries. I think this time we're going to open with skincare because that's what I have the least of. And I want to call your attention to City Beauty. I've got a few things here that I have rediscovered, and I say that because I've talked about them in the past, but it's kind of expensive, so you want to hit this brand when they have a sale. And they sent these to me again. I have bought them before because of my neck. And I don't know if you've been noticing that it's been a little less wrinkled lately. I've always talked to you about this and this one, but they have a new one out called Concentrated Youth Serum, or at least it's new to me. And I know that this works because before these two arrived, which I already knew also worked, I was using this. This is a pearly color. And what I do is I just bring it down onto my décolleté and my throat. Of course, you guys know I had surgery on my thyroid. I mean, it is what it is, but I want it to look the best it can look. And so they sent me this to try it out and I loved it. That's been a while back. And then they said, hey, you want to get some more stuff? And I'm like, well, yeah, what kind of an idiot would I be if I said no? I love that stuff, but don't send it to me. That's the Uplifting Firming Serum. And now I suppose this stuff would work great on your face too, because it's expensive. I've always left it to my neck. So honestly, these three, I love them. I think any or all of them together work fantastic. I guess if I had to pick a serum, I would pick the youthful one, the youth serum, because I think it lasts longer, but I definitely know that that works. And one of you, oops, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that yet. That's a new product coming up that hopefully I'll mention somewhere, but I'm not allowed to talk about it right now.
Yes, I am. And it's not new news. It's been out for a whole month. According to the super secret email, it launched June 5th, not July 5th. Look how small this tube is, and I'm pointing this out because I don't want you to buy it and then be shocked when it arrives. The first day I got the stuff, I put it on my mouth like a lip balm, and I thought, oh no, first of all, I'll be through this in no time, and it tastes terrible. And we all know how much I hate things that taste terrible in lip products. More on that later, but I decided, well, I'll go ahead and I'll put it instead of all over my mouth. I have this one line that has started to appear on my left upper lip, and so I've been applying a little bit of it there every day and then smearing it across my lip so that there's no chance of this getting in my mouth. And I really sincerely do think that it's been getting whipped into submission. It's getting ironed out, so to speak. But let me say, if you have deep lip lines, I don't know how fast this would work. But if you're just starting to notice a little bit of lip lines, I think this would help you.
How do they make these products and make them work? Because it's just creams and potions. And this here, one of you told me about it, so I asked for it when they asked me what I wanted. I said, well, give me that lid lifting treatment. But I noticed that when I look straight ahead in the mirror now without doing my makeup, that it does look a little bit lifted. And I have thought about just using it on that eye. Just ignore this eye. I don't have a problem with that one. But actually apply it only. Maybe I'll do that. Just only apply it to that eye. That's the one I'm having an issue with. For the person who told me about this, I don't think you're imagining it. I think it does provide a little bit of lift. Now, if you have hooded eyes, forget it. That's not going to work. But if your eyes are starting to fall with age, you might give that a try. That might work for you. And then I want to talk about this. So for a while now, I have been trying and telling you guys that I'm looking for an alternative to the Lancome Bifacil that I've used for years. I swear it's the very best there is in the category of eye makeup removers. But it is not cheap. I'm trying to find products that, unless I was to hit a great deal, I could substitute. And so a bunch of you told me about some eye makeup removers and I tried them, and one of them was this. When you guys tell me something and I don't like it, if it's working for you, please continue to do that. But this does not take the place of Bifacil for me. It says on the front, silicone-free, waterproof eye and lip makeup remover. It does do it. Okay, just not as quickly as Bifacil. And there is something in this that will burn my eyes, and so I can't finish using it. I'll probably drop that off in the trash, but I do like to sit here and go like that and look at this cloud of stuff. Look at it sloshing around. Can you see it? But that looks like a torn up cotton ball in there that's gotten saturated with something, the way it moves. But anyway, you would shake it up, of course, and then it dissolves in here. But something in that is affecting my eyes in a bad way. So I'm still going to stand by and say, if you can't afford Bifacil and you love it, e.l.f. makes one that I think is a close enough dupe that if I don't have the money for Bifacil, that's the one that I'm going to choose, not this. So this is a meh for me. Look at this thing. You know what it reminds me of? Alien. Alien versus Predator. That stuff that's coming off his head. Is that right? What is this? Okay, a friend of mine who doesn't want me to say who they are, and I wouldn't anyway because I've determined that I need to quit doing that since I told on somebody. Somebody sent me something, specifically asked me not to say, and I just blurted it out there, big mouth Barry, for the whole world to know. So again, I'm sorry for that, and I determined I wouldn't tell anymore when somebody sent me who sent it. But one of you sent this to me as a present. There was two, actually. One's in the living room. This one lives in my bedroom. And I love this thing. You can pull on both ends, see? And then you just pull and it comes back in. What we've got here is a small charger, and this, between these two, I've not found anything I have that I can't charge with either this bigger one or this little one here. So for example, your Nairas, if you have those, if you have Naira lasers, this one fits that. So basically this one gets used more than anything, but it's got two on here for iPhones or iPads, and then these. So again, to the person who sent this to me, I really love this, and you knew how much I would. That's why you sent them to me. And it's great. You might like it also. For Mother's Day, Sigma sent, of course, they do this every year. It came late this year. I don't know if mine got lost or whatever, but I felt like it would feel stupid to get on there when I actually got my Mother's Day. It was way past Mother's Day. I just didn't want to call attention to the fact that I just got it when it was long past. And there was some other things in there I love. But this is by Voluspa, and it's called Suede Blanc. You know what this reminds me of? Michelle, if you see this, she's living her best life, you know, so she may not see this. Me and Michelle, it's like me and my high school BFF. We can go for like, I don't know, a year. Well, we wouldn't, but we could go that long without talking to each other and then just pick right back up where we were. But in any case, she bought me this candle twice, actually. That's what this reminds me of. And it might have been this. So, Michelle, if you see this, sound off below and please tell me what the name of that is if it's not this, because I wouldn't mind buying this and that. Or maybe that was this. This is, I can't quit smelling it. I go in my room and I light it, this little tin. I will buy this candle, okay? But it came in my Mother's Day present from Sigma. Like, I'm not usually attracted to these kinds of scents. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you there's another one here that reminds me of that kind of a scent. You know, I usually go for more citrusy smells like Marc Jacobs, Daisy. But this I really like because, well, Shy Guy doesn't mind it. It's kind of a unisex scent that people don't really mind. So yeah, I love me this candle. And since we're talking about scents, I want to tell you, do you guys remember, okay, I am going to say this person because she has a business, and you know, I have to say her name so you will know where you can get this if you want to get this. All right, but do you guys remember Andy? Hi, Andy of the Fritzy family. She used to do the, oh my gosh, it's leaving my head, the name of the brand.
The Body Shop.
But anyway, Andy used to send me some of their stuff, and then I would link to her and you guys could go get it. She is doing designer-inspired fragrances now, and they're not Dossier. They're by Pure Royal, I think is the name of it. Because she heard that me saying that my Elizabeth Arden, it's almost gone. And so I'm using up fragrances to try and not use up my favorite fragrance, which is Elizabeth Arden White Tea. So I sent her a list telling her the fragrances I like, give her like a reference point of what she could send me. My favorite being Marc Jacobs Daisy. And it smells exactly like Marc Jacobs Daisy. And I will link Andy's Instagram below so that you guys can DM her there if you want to order anything. I don't even know what the prices are for this stuff, so you can talk to her about it. She sent me Elizabeth Arden green tea. Thank you. I now know I don't like Elizabeth Arden green tea. I like Elizabeth Arden white tea. So, you know, but I got to try it and know that I don't like that. But I do love Dior's Miss Dior and YSL's Mon Paris. I love these three, and this was a very unexpected surprise. I did research to try and figure out what is this. This, like that candle, isn't my usual scent. She just sent this to me. So I wrote on here called Baccarat. I really like it. And this is some potent stuff, okay? Because I put it right here in the crook of my arm in the morning, all right? And then when I woke up the next day, I'm still smelling it. Yesterday I put Miss Dior right here and I could smell it. By the evening it was still there. There you go. If you're in the market for designer inspired fragrances, you might get a hold of Andy and check that out. All right, now I've got a favorite, fail, previously loved situation going on here. So for my birthday back in March, I asked my mother for this Remington wet dry shaver. I loved it. I used it for a little bit, told you guys about it, and then I dropped it on the floor because, as you know, I am a big klutz, and it broke. It is just barely sitting on there. Aren't even. It's just basically hanging on there. It stopped working. It doesn't shave. You can do this till the cows come home and it's not actually cutting anything. So I went and I purchased another one. Okay, I thought that it was the same. It's not. If I were going to purchase one of these two again, it'd be that one. Okay, this is okay, but it's not this one. If you're going to do Remington, do this one, not this one. I had this a day and I dropped it on the floor and it broke. As you can see, it's different. Am I calling Remington shavers junk? No, I'm not. I'm saying if you're a butterfinger like me, then don't buy Remington. So then I bought this. Wow, this thing is a loser product. Okay, so let me just tell you, I bought this one because it has an attachment that you can put on it and it will also shave your face. I use a straight edge razor to shave my face, but the last couple of times I've hit slack skin and actually cut myself. So I thought, all right, well, let's just do a 2-in-1. You get what you pay for. It will eventually shave your legs, but I had to go 5 passes. That's unacceptable. Now, the razor part for your face, that worked pretty good. So maybe if you just want a facial razor, then maybe that might work for you, but I took that sucker back. That was no. And I went back to Panasonic. I had one that was pink, and they don't make that one anymore. So I'm like, oh, well, that's terrible. But this one here, it's got 3 blades instead of 4 like the Remington, but for some reason I never dropped my Panasonic, and this costs just a little bit less than the Remington one that I told you that you should get, but it is exactly like the one that I had before that lasted me years. What finally happened was it just wouldn't charge anymore, and that was after a couple of years. What I like about the Panasonic is this: you can hit this button and raise that up. I don't know if you see that that's up higher now. So if you're going to, I don't know, shave the back of your neck, or you're going to go into the bikini area, or you just want it to get longer hairs, you can push that up. This shaves just like the one that I loved. It's wet dry, and I can get a better grip on this. Plus, I haven't dropped it yet. Yay, I don't know what it is about those Remingtons, but I drop them. Let's sidestep into clothes for a second. I want to tell you guys about this shirt. I love it. Look at the stretchiness of this shirt. Here's a silly picture that was taken today of me in this so you can see it. And also, I want to talk about my new Blowfish Malibu shoes here that I love with the zippers. Was it last year? I told you my summer boat shoes were Tommy Bahamas, which I did like those. But I wanted to step it up a little bit and go into Blowfish. I really like these here. I want to tell you though, if you have a narrow heel, then you might want to step up into one of the Blowfish that you actually tie, not a slip-on, because Blowfish is a little bit wider than my Tommy Bahamas were. The Tommy Bahamas had elastic on the back. This looks like it would be, but it's not. It's nothing that's so drastic I can't wear them. I just want to make that notation out there. This one here has a zipper that doesn't actually do anything. It's just decoration. I got these, I got this shirt, and I got a pair of jeans. Now I'm not got the jeans here because they're going to be sent off to be altered. And I want to tell you about them because I found them to be a flattering fit. In other words, it didn't make my butt look too big. It has a little bit of stretch to them, so they're not real uncomfortable. It fits in all the right places except the bells on them. I wanted bell bottoms. These jeans are for you ladies who can still wear high heels. They're made to be kind of a dressier, sexier kind of bell bottom that you wear with heels. They have to be hemmed and altered on me because I cannot wear heels anymore. Exactly 3 inches. Now back to this shirt. One of the reasons that I got this was this Petal sleeve. If you're self-conscious about your upper arms, I think that a Petal sleeve actually is kinder than some other kinds of sleeves that may draw attention to your upper arms. Like, I also like the cool colors of it, the tie-dye summer. If you don't tuck the shirt in, it does come down to where it's like a really short mini dress, but it's got this whatever, it's just really stretchy. Okay, I love that material, and I've got it bookmarked in case I want to get it in other prints. Back to the jeans. I first thought you can hem, but I don't even own one needle or thread. I don't have anything in this house to even make a small repair. So I bought this sewing kit. It's called Sew Simply. Look at this. This will fit right in our closet. And I've already sewed something. So you got all of these. I didn't want those tiny little bobbins that don't have enough thread to actually do anything. So we've got pens. We have a needle threader and a whole thing of needles. We have a pencil to mark, a measuring tape, thimble, scissors. I don't know why the crochet hook is in there, but there's a crochet hook in there, a seam ripper, and then all of these threads. And it zips up in this nice little thin, very storable. Can take this with you. I did end up basting them, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take these to be altered because I want, how you have the base of the jeans, I want that to be showing. If I do it, that's not going to be showing because I'm not that good at sewing. It did come in handy already because I was able to baste the jeans for alteration. And also I fixed a pair of jeans that I have shoved my phone in the pocket so many times that it has ripped where the button is. So I was able to patch that. But I like having this in the house now because sometimes things just need a little tiny repair, and I actually have a little sewing kit now.
So for all of you people who laugh at me because I'm the tape queen and I tape and staple my clothes, you can stop it now.
And if you're hunting a little sewing kit, look at that. Look how flat that is. And you saw everything that was inside of it. Oh, what is that? It's my little prayer bird. Okay. And I like this prayer journal. Well, first let's talk about this. All right. So in cleaning some stuff out, I was able to clean out my closet, which I have been wanting to do for years. And now I have my war room. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch the movie War Room. I love that movie. But anyway, oops, I turned the bird on. It's not going to last long because it needs charged. It inspired me to, yes, that's what I need. I need my prayer closet. So I emptied out the closet and I wanted to get a prayer journal because I don't know about you, but I keep forgetting stuff almost as soon as I think about it. Through the day today, I will write in here what I want to pray about. I'm not going to show you all this. By the way, if you need prayer, let me know so I won't forget you because I'll put you in my prayer journal. But it's got this section here for personal prayer, family and friends. You've got community in case you want to pray for our nation. We need to do that. And all this space here in case, which always happens, there's too much going on over here. You can overflow over here. And then today's gratitude. And I can write that in there. And these are the actual categories that I pray in. So I thought, wow, this one is perfect. Anyway, it's dark in the closet is what this bird is for. And I just liked it. I like that it has this little hook and you can take this base off in case you want to hang it. You could get 2 or 3 and hang them in there. They're not that expensive. But my birdie recharges in its butt right there. You just take this, all right? So I can take the big one here and then plug this in, and then the bird charges. You just pet his little head right there and it comes on. It's got 3 different kinds of light, like yellow, blue, not blue, but you know, daylight. Okay, I don't think you can see that changing. But the last one is the one I use. It's the brightest one. Let's see, I charged it a week and a half ago, I guess, and it just went off this morning. Left me in there in the dark, not able to read my prayer journal. There's nothing fancy in there. It's got a little fan and stuff, you know, just so I can be in there because I'm in there for a while and see what I'm reading of my little bird. Oh, he's so cute. All right, anyway, so moving along, let's get into hair care. Okay, so my hair. I owe you guys a video on my hair because you've been asking for, you know, an updated hair. And then I realized because somebody commented on a video I did maybe 5 years ago. Pretty much I'm doing that again. I don't know about making a video on how I do my hair, especially right now. I'm in this in-between stage. I'm constantly messing with it. If you ever wondered why YouTubers won't stop messing with their hair, I'm gonna tell you, this is exactly why I've come to know this. Over the years, I've come to know this. I've had this channel with long hair, with this length hair, with short pixie hair. And you know when I never touched my hair on camera was with pixie hair. It's because it's too short, doesn't do anything, it just stays right where it is. A YouTuber can see themselves in the monitor so they know what their hair's doing and they're constantly doing this. That's why, just offering that up. It's not that they love their hair that much, it's just that they can see it's not doing what they want. Anyway, here's where I am with the hair thing. I've not got a setup that's really good for that. I have made a few hair videos, but I'm never able to actually show you exactly what's going on because I don't have the setup for it. There's not one day where I do exactly the same thing. There's always some altering factor. Like some days I use a hair brush that's a roller brush with a blow dryer. Some days now I'm using this. This is from Revlon. I'm sure you've seen it. Mary Ellen, my BFF on the channel, Mary Ellen After 60. She's how I heard about this some time ago, and then I remembered, because my hair's longer now, oh, I wanted to give that a try. So see, this isn't exactly round. It's more oblong. You just plug it in, turn it on. I would suggest not putting it on high. Put it on low because if you put it on high, it'll burn you. This is really good for not using the brush. It helps me get the volume that I'm looking for. If you have trouble managing a round brush and a blow dryer, then this kind of a thing works. I still do use my round brush and my blow dryer a little more than this, but I really like this. It's a new addition to my hot tool game, I guess. The price is right. You're not gonna spend hundreds of dollars. It gets good reviews elsewhere too. So even from people who are hairdressers, they give this a good review. If you have watched my videos in the past, you know that by the time my hair gets anywhere close to being this long, I've already had to cut it off for damage. And I've been hot tooling my hair to death. Truthfully, I think it's the shampoo system that I've been using, which I'd love to talk to you about if I do a video on my favorite hair care products. So let me know below. Do you want to see that video? Because I can link you to a couple of videos that show you how I'm doing what I do with my hair. It's nothing revolutionary. All I'm doing is using some kind of a heat tool to put some bend on Velcro rollers. And the Velcro rollers are going up in size because my hair is getting longer. Every time I do my hair, that's where I'm ending, on Velcro rollers. Now how I'm getting the heat is either from a round brush and a blow dryer, or that thing I just showed you, the Revlon, or a flat iron, or a curling iron. We're gonna talk about curling irons. I'll come back to this, but you know, up until now, I've been using flat irons because my hair has been so little and short that a curling iron doesn't make sense. It would just put too many curls. So I use a flat iron, and if my hair's longer like it is now, I'll use Amika's flat iron, and if it's not, I'll use Bedheads. Some days I'm using both for different areas of my hair. So it's nothing that you haven't seen probably 1,000 times all over YouTube that I'm doing. But one of the tools that I've put back into my arsenal now is a curling iron, and gosh darn it, I already had this iron once, and then I gave it away because I thought I'll never grow my hair past this length where I need a curling iron again. I know that this does what I want. It's good. It's sleek. See, I can get my hair. It doesn't hurt my hair. It doesn't pull it. It doesn't burn it. This is a good iron. I like this. I tried to get a little one. I ordered one from Amazon. My hair got a little bit of damage in one day from that iron. It is supposed to not get hot enough to damage your hair. Bull.
That's bull crap. That is bull crap.
Yes, it does. And why did I get that iron? I got it because it was little. Because I'm trying still, after all these years, to get back to my first curling iron. It was called Crazy Curl. It was little. It's a little iron. Loved it. My hair used to be this length back then, and I loved that iron. And it had a little screw-on thing on the end that you could fill up with water and hit it, and it would steam your hair, curl it. Loved that thing. Maybe it was called Crazy Baby. I don't remember what it was called. I loved that thing. And I constantly remember it whenever I buy a curling iron. Now, I love this, okay? This is a good curling iron. Don't get me wrong. It goes from 1, and I put it on in the middle at 10, but it will go all the way up to 30. And then it's got this turbo button on it, so you can like really get it hot fast if you need to. Yeah, really set your hair on fire with it. But I like it because it doesn't pull my hair out. It doesn't burn my hair, and I'll continue to use it. But guess what? Any day now, like probably tomorrow, I should have from eBay, right? That curling iron. Like I had it in high school. I used it. I loved it. Then that one broke, and then I was able to buy another one, and then by the time I got to the third one, they didn't make it anymore. So I searched on Google. I'm like, 1980s little pink curling iron, because I didn't remember what it was called. I didn't remember anything about it except it was pink. Well, I found this vintage Clairol curling iron, and I purchased it. This one has been in the box, never used. It probably won't work after all these years, but I'll be letting you know, okay? Because I can't wait to get it. Now, probably it'll be like nostalgia, you know, it always seems better the way you remember it or whatever. I'll let you know that, but it's on its way here. The last thing in the hair department is this thing from Ferrari Beauty. Now, it came in this box. They asked me if I wanted to try it. It's a massage comb, and it has steaming with essential oils and sort of a little clip here so that you can see me doing it and how it vibrates your scalp. And now I realize that that looks like I'm burning my hair. It's cool. In fact, you can feel the cool steam of the essential oils on your hair. I love this thing. I really do. I wrote them last night and asked them, how long do these oil cartridges last? Because if you have to once a week put a new cartridge in, maybe you don't want to do that. But it comes out here. See, I'm not going to pull that out because it's oily. I'll show you one of the others because it comes with 3. So that's what they look like. And they have this blend of essential oils in them. And then you put one of those in the base of this, and then you turn this on, hold it and turn it on. See, it's got red light in there. Now, I don't think you're going to grow your hair with red light from this, because I think it only goes for like 8 minutes or something, but maybe you could. Okay, but you can see how that vibrates. Then you hit this button right here, and this button actually lets the steam, the vapor, the essential oil start to come out. It's on a timer, so it will shut itself off. This is a magnetic cover that goes on it. It recharges right here with, like that thing I showed you earlier. They asked me a question about, you know, did you get it? Do you like it or whatever? This is what I said to them. I said, well, I really like using it. I really do. But I don't know how long it will take to see anything happen with it. And there doesn't seem to be very much documentation that supports what it does. Okay, because I looked. When they first asked me to try it, I'm like, what? That sounds so stupid. I've never heard of anything like that. Is there documentation out there and I just can't find it? I don't know, but supposedly this is going to stimulate your hair follicles and help your hair grow. I've not used it long enough to tell you if that works, so I don't know. But I enjoy the experience, that I can tell you. I also asked, how long are the oil cartridges supposed to last? Because if I'm having to put a new one in every week, no. It costs $20 to get 3 of these. So I wouldn't recommend it under those circumstances. But they said, hi, Glitzy Fritzy, the essential oil of the massage comb can be used around 80 times.
And I think that they mean 80 times per box of cartridges because I'm already done with one of them and it lasted about 3 weeks. 80 divided by 3 cartridges is approximately 27 times. If I did this every day for 3 weeks, that would be 21 times. But some days I did use it twice a day, and that would seem to be on par for the 80 times per box, not per cartridge, which means I'll need 3 more cartridges for $20 every 9 weeks, or close to every 2 months, so roughly $10 a month. Only you can decide if that works for you. For me, I'll need to make that decision based on whether or not I see improvement to my hair at the end of the box of cartridges outside of what I've already been doing.
And I've been using it for the length of time until it shuts off. More information coming in the future about it. I just want to say, I do enjoy using it though. I think it's a very pleasant experience. I could see in theory how this could work, but you know, I don't. All right, then that brings us to makeup, and most of what's in here is a recap. If you saw me do a drugstore get ready with me using new makeup recently, I applied all this stuff and put it on in a video and told you what I thought about it in that video. I'm just going to reiterate that for the people who don't watch Get Ready with me, okay? So let me get all this out here. And then what we'll have left in the basket are sunscreens for the lips, mouth sunscreens. Here we go. These are the ones that make it to the finals. It's ridiculous, okay? So I've got this mouth spot, hyperpigmentation spot on my mouth, and I want to make sure that when I'm out, it's covered. But it seems like every sunscreen that I try, it has a taste in it that keeps me from putting this on. Now, we will be going on trips and being outdoors a little bit more now, and in doing that, I want something on this all the time. I asked you guys for your suggestions, and I'm going to give you the results here. Any sunscreen I bought that is under 30 SPF is not here. So these are all the ones that do not have a taste. This one here is my absolute favorite. It's by Jack Black, but this is not the one that I'll repurchase. For me, I'm not willing to pay upwards of $10 for a lip sunscreen. It comes out like with a lip applicator. Feels very pleasant, has no taste. Absolutely love Jack Black. If price were no object, this would be my favorite one. I think that Burt's Bees is probably going to be my go-to because it's SPF 30. I mean, I would like 50 a little better, but 30's good. You can get 3 of them in a pack. It doesn't leave a film even on my mouth. And when I say that, I mean like this one here. I really liked the Copper Tone Protect Your Lips Broad Spectrum SPF 50, and I like it a whole bunch. But this does have a very slight, I mean, it's not a taste, but if you keep reapplying and reapplying, for some reason, maybe I talk too much, the sunscreen always ends up in my mouth. This doesn't have a taste so much as it has like a little bit of a film, okay, that can get on my tongue. But I really like that. So Copper Tone makes a good one. So I have this Blistex in the drawer here. This because it's SPF 15, but I liked it, okay? What I like better is this one here. So this is Blistex 5-star, and it has SPF 30 in it. That one's good. I got the Sun Bum. This one's SPF 30. This brand here is called Dermatone. These are all really good. I'm glad I have them when I run out. Of course, I'm not going to run out of sunscreen for my mouth for a pretty long time now. But the ones I would rebuy are Burt's Bees and maybe Sun Bum, this Blistex. But I really love this too. Broad Spectrum SPF 25 from e.l.f. Just talked about this in a video. I like this stuff because it has a tint. I really like this. So definitely would purchase this again. Probably the Copper Tone SPF 50 if I wanted a 50. But my favorite one of them is a draw between this Blistex 5-star and the Burt's Bees. e.l.f.'s brand new setting spray, Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, Shockingly Fine Mist. I love this. This really is a shockingly fine mist. You'll be spraying this on your face and going, was that like a whisper of a setting spray on my face? Well, yes, it was. Big thumbs up to this. Yuck. Do not like, Sam I am. I do not like the bronzing drops from e.l.f. I think they're streaky. I think they're a little bit warm. Of course, it's bronzer, but still, you know, I think that when you're fair complected, you got to be very careful with a bronzer. And this is a loser product. I hate that product. Blech. But this isn't. I like the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. And some of you have said, let us know when you wear it more. I've wore it 5 times now. Still like it. I have normal skin that leans a little bit dry in the winter, not the summer. But I do still like to be really hydrated underneath this. But this is a very lightweight deal for me. If you need a lot of coverage, you're not going to like this. But if you are a light to medium build girl, then I think you would like this. This is good. Really had high hopes for these. I really thought I was going to love these because I've been having a pretty good, strong love affair with NYX as of the last year or so. I've not found a product from NYX that I don't like until this. I don't like them. They're way too pigmented. Another thing I don't like about them is they're too hard to blend. So far, whenever I've wore these, and I did it twice. I did it the day I put them on for you, and then the next day, because I was like, what? What was that? What happened? With a big fluffy brush, like I like to use anyway, they don't blend very well. They're very streaky. They get on, they won't move. This bronzer, I think, is just a hair too orange. I don't recommend it for a fair complected girl. This one's called Buttercup. Blushes that I got were Butter with Thyme and For the Butter. For the Butter broke all over in front of me. It got on the floor. It made a huge mess. Honey, I mean, I was cleaning forever and still coming up with pigment on the floor. These suckers are pigmented. And for me, they get a big thumbs down because they don't blend very well. So, like the new YSL bronzer, and I've got shade 1, which is very light. And for me, the way I like to bronze is I want it to be very diffused. So I want a light bronzer. I want a bronzer like this. See, look how light that is. I want my bronzer to be just a hint. Just like my blush, I just want a hint. I don't want a streak on my face. I can take a big bronzer brush like this, Marc Jacobs one, and I can go in there and swirl around and then buff my cheeks to get just a hint of bronze to my face. Even if you didn't go with this light, I think that you would enjoy if you like luxury makeup, you would love YSL's new bronzer. So pretty. I want to ask you to go be a blessing to others today. Yes, let your light shine. All right. And if the Lord's willing, I'll see you next time. Love you. See ya.